Hello everyone, this is a tech talk on Puppet, a configuration management tool. Why do we need configuration management tool is because we need to keep track of what programs are installed on various systems in the infrastructure and when upgrades might be necessary. Configuration management tool handles all these systematically and maintains integrity over time. The two types of configuration management approaches, push and pull. Push, a central server contacts the nodes with updates periodically, and in pull, nodes request for updates from the server using an agent, and server replies to them with updates if there are any. Puppet is a configuration management tool that uses pull approach. It uses master slave architecture, and it can also work with masterless architecture. Primary components of Puppet are Puppet Master and Puppet Agents. Puppet Agents queries Puppet Master, and Puppet Master receives the queries and sends the status reports from the Puppet Agents. Uh, Puppet Agents run the command sent by the master. Puppet has a very great reporting and analytics tool available. It has a web UI that shows logs of what has happened and what has changed over time. PuppetDB is something that holds information about all the nodes in the infrastructure. This is a master-slave communication process. So, for the first time when the slave tries to contact master, the master has to authenticate it, and authentication is done using SSL. Puppet slave requests for the certificate, and Puppet master provides a certificate. Once the slave has a certificate, it can request for the data, and then the Puppet master sends the configuration data to the slave. Once SSL is established between Puppet master and slave, what happens is slave sends the fact to the master. Facts include information about the slave system, like IP address or operating system and stuff like that. And using that information, Puppet master decides what configurations are to be done on the slave. And so it sends a catalog containing the configuration data. Once a configuration is done, Puppet slave sends back a report to Puppet master indicating the configuration is complete. These are the components of Puppet. Resources combined to form classes. Classes can be used in any number of manifest files. Manifest files can be bundled up to form a module. So what is a resource? Resource is anything from file, cron job, services, packages, anything that describes some aspect of the system, like a specific service or a package. This is a syntax of a resource, and here is how we describe a file type resource. Next is class. Class is a group of resources. It's just bundled up resources um, in curly braces. Manifest is a Puppet program. It is a collection of Puppet resources, and it uses a .pp extension. We can use any number of manifest files, and combination of manifest files and data forms a module. Modules are useful for organizing your Puppet code. Puppet Forge is a repository of community approved modules. Here we are comparing Puppet with Ansible, SaltStack, and Chef. These are other configuration management tools. Everything else is basically this similar, but the ease of setup and management is something that Puppet lacks in. It's not very easy to set up Puppet, SaltStack, and Chef because they're master agent architecture systems, and they require configuring masters and client servers differently. And while management is not very easy with Puppet because it uses its own DSL language and it's not easy to learn. So everything else is basically same. It's highly scalable, available, and interoperable. This is a comparison of the GitHub stats of various configuration management tools. So as you can see by the releases that Puppet and Chef are more mature and stable tools. These are the companies that use Puppet for configuration management. And let's now see a demo for Puppet, installing iTrust and deploying it. Thank you.